We are surrounded by teachings about goals, manifestation, and productivity. We're told to visualize, to hustle, to create outcomes. Yet beneath all of that sits a quieter question. What does it mean to live with pure intention? Not simply to have intentions, but to become an intentional human being. Welcome to 1111 Talk Radio, where timeless truths meet today's awakening. I'm your guide, Simran. In the next 11 minutes and 11 seconds, we journey deep into ancient wisdom to ignite your presence, empower self-reflection, and awaken the wisdom within. You are not on a journey. You are the journey. Broaden your mind. Expand your heart. You are experience, experiencing itself. Welcome to 1111 Talk Radio. I am Simran, and I am so delighted to have you back this week with me. I've got some exciting news. I've just released a new book, Pure Intention, 21 Days of Focus. And this is the first volume in a 33-book series titled The Pure Humanity Curriculum. What on earth would have someone sit down and write 33 volumes? Well, I was guided to. Spirit gave me a nudge and is giving me a very simple path that we can each follow to return to our humanity. We might think that we are all living in our humanity, but there's a higher version of humanity, pure humanity, that it is time for us all to rise into. Today's episode dips into that world of pure humanity and pure intention. That is less about doing and more about being. We are surrounded by teachings about goals, manifestation, and productivity. We're told to visualize, to hustle, to create outcomes. Yet beneath all of that sits a quieter question. What does it mean to live with pure intention? Not simply to have intentions, but to become an intentional human being, aligned with our true nature and in conscious relationship with the humanity we touch. This is not a conversation about performance. It is a conversation about presence, remembrance. When most people hear the word intention, they think of a desired result. I intend to get this job. I intend to buy that home. I intend to heal this pattern. Intention is often reduced to a mental statement, a preference of the ego, or a checklist of outcomes we want to see. But there is another dimension of intention, deeper, quieter, more sacred. That is what I call pure intention. Pure intention is not about what you want to have. It is about who you came here to be. Prior to your conditioning, prior to the stories handed to you by family, culture, and religion, there was an impulse. Your soul made a choice. It said yes to this incarnation, to this body, to this time. That yes carried a tone, a subtle reason, a sacred curiosity, a desire to experience and express certain qualities of being. Perhaps it was compassion, perhaps courage, perhaps deep listening, or the reconciliation of opposites, or the remembrance of unity in diversity. Pure intention is that original tone. It is the seed of you. When we live from pure intention, we are not simply trying to arrange our lives to look a certain way. We are allowing that original tone to shape how we move, how we speak, how we relate, how we serve. This is very different from the mind pushing toward a result. Pure intention is the soul expressing itself through the architecture of human life. Imagine that your life is a temple, not a static building of stone, but a living temple made of breath, relationships, choices, and presence. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, every action you take is like a brick or a beam in this temple. Over time, you build the atmosphere you live in. Within this temple, there are 3 key chambers, 3 temples nested within the larger one: the mind temple, the heart temple, the humanity temple. The mind temple is where you hold images and beliefs about yourself and the world. It is the space of analysis, language, planning, and memory. Most of us have learned to place intention here. We think about what we want. We strategize. We attempt to control outcomes. The heart temple is different. It is the chamber of longing, tenderness, grief, quiet joy, and unspoken truths. It is where you feel the weight of being alive and the beauty of being alive, often at the same time. And then there is the humanity temple. This is the field of relationship and collective consciousness that surrounds you, your family, your workplace, your community, the wider world. It is the place where your inner state meets the lives of others. Intentional living becomes profound when we realize that our pure intention needs to inhabit all 3 of these temples, not just the mind. If intention lives only in the mind, it can easily become co-opted by fear and comparison. We may say, "My intention is growth," but underneath, we are secretly saying, "My intention is to prove my worth, to outrun my doubt, to stay ahead." When intention is anchored in the heart, it begins to soften. It becomes more truthful, more compassionate. We start to ask different questions. What is genuinely alive in me? What is ready to be acknowledged or released? How can my intention honor my own tenderness and the tenderness of others? And when intention extends into the humanity temple, something beautiful happens. We stop asking only, "What can I get?" and begin asking, "How can my presence be a blessing? How can my focus, my clarity, my way of living support not only my personal story, but the unfolding of those around me?" In this way, pure intention becomes architecture, a way of shaping inner and outer space so that the tone of the soul can breathe. Living from pure intention does not mean that life will become predictable. In fact, it often invites us into deeper unknowns. When you begin to align with your true nature and the humanity you serve, the path may no longer follow the familiar tracks of your past. You might feel called to speak differently, to create differently, to relate differently. The mind might say, "This is risky. This is not how things are done. What if I fail?" This is where divine confidence enters. Divine confidence is not arrogance. It is not the performance of certainty. It is a quiet trust in the architecture you cannot yet see. It says, "I'm willing to act from alignment, even if I do not have every answer. I'm willing to follow the tone of my soul, even when it leads me off the beaten path. I am willing to let life co-create with me, rather than forcing everything through my own will." Divine confidence arises when we recognize that we are in partnership with something larger than our personality, with Spirit, Source, God, with the intelligence of love that moves through all things. Pure intention and divine confidence walk together. Intention sets the tone. Confidence allows us to move in that tone, through uncertainty, through change, through evolution. The unknown becomes less of a threat and more of a field in which our pure nature is revealed. It is easy to think of intention as a private matter, my dreams, my goals, my healing. But in truth, every intention you hold, especially those you hold consistently, shapes not only your life, but the subtle environment around you. Every time you soften a harsh inner judgment, you make it easier for others to be themselves in your presence. Every time you choose presence over reaction, You create space where honest conversation and repair can happen. Every time you act from coherence rather than chaos, you contribute a small but real thread of stability to the human field. We often underestimate the power of these quiet acts. We have been taught to look for impact in large visible events, big achievements, public changes, measurable results. Yet humanity is not only moved by grand gestures, it is moved by the accumulation of countless small alignments. One heart choosing clarity, one voice choosing truth, one body choosing rest, one life choosing to live from intention rather than habit. Pure intention held with sincerity becomes a blessing, not because it is perfect, but because it is honest. When you allow your daily focus to be informed by your pure nature and your care for humanity, you become an anchor point, a living reminder that another way is possible. I invite you to get your copy of Pure Intention, 21 Days of Focus. It's available in print, ebook, or audiobook, and begin this simple 10-minute-a-day practice that allows you to create a life of pure intention and greater humanity. Infinite gratitude for your love and support. May the insights be carried throughout your day to nurture you, to empower you, and to guide your journey. Transformation begins with presence. Subscribe and share to spread the light. Until we meet again on 1111 Talk Radio, live with intention, love deeply, and embody your highest expression.